There's been a huge resurgence in film photography over the last year or two, and it's become the latest hip trend in photography. Hip trend. Can't believe I just said that. How old do I think I am? It's become much more mainstream again recently, and when the likes of Peter McKinnon are talking about it, it's gonna have a huge impact. And it has. It now seems like everyone is shooting film, myself included. I've recently started shooting film, and the prices of film are skyrocketing, and used camera market is growing all of the time. Since I bought my first film camera a couple of months ago, this little Ricoh KR10, and learning the process of film photography and enjoying it, I've come to the realization that every single photographer should try shooting on film at some point. Taking photos on film takes you back to the roots of photography, because photography has come on such a long way in such a short amount of time. If you were to go back 20 years and look ahead to now, you wouldn't believe what was possible now, looking ahead as to when that digital era truly started to take over. Film obviously used to be the only way that you could take photographs before digital became a thing. And when you shoot on film now, it just gives you that sense of nostalgia, and it feels a little bit more practical, physical. I'm not sure what that word is that I'm looking for, but it's that.
I follow a photographer, I can't remember his name, but he takes pictures of, obviously, takes pictures on ferries. And then there was another photographer that was inspired by said photographer that just walked around a ferry looking through the viewfinder until he found the right shot.
You're using it to like a viewing thing, and you're walking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
There's something incredibly authentic and real about choosing a film stock and then loading a roll of film into your camera and manually physically adjusting real mechanical settings and then capturing a moment. It's so much fun. Another reason to try shooting on film is the authenticity that it brings to your photographs, because unlike with digital photos, which can instantly be edited and manipulated, film captures all of that raw, unfiltered reality with all of the grain and the accidental light leaks and the noise and the dust specks that you get in your photos. That's what adds all of the magic and character and nostalgia to your images, making them even more genuine and real. Do you remember spending hours sat in the attic looking through all of those old family photo albums, brushing off the dust and reliving memories from photos that were shot on film? We don't get that anymore when we shoot on digital. But film photography encourages you to embrace all of those imperfections in a photo and teaches you that the beauty of a photograph is in the moment and not in necessarily how sharp and in focus it is, because not every photo needs to be perfectly crisp and sharp and in perfect focus.
I'm gonna go 2.8, 250, 2.8, 2.8, 250, 2.8, 250, 2.8, 250. That's my system, so I don't forget. What was it again?
One of the best aspects of film photography that I find the most enjoyable is how it makes you slow down and enjoy the process of photography even more, because it is so easy in this day and age with the digital camera to go out to take photos and end up shooting thousands of photos in the hope that you get a couple of nice ones that can then be edited to turn into something that look good, because you have enough data in those images nowadays on a digital file that you can pretty much turn a terrible photograph into something that looks great very easily. With a film camera, all of that is completely stripped back. It all goes right out of the window. You have to carefully compose your shot, make sure you've got all of your settings bang on, and then wait for that perfect moment to press the shutter. And because of this, each and every time that you take a photograph on a film camera, it not only helps to enhance your photography skills, but it also helps you to truly appreciate the craft of photography. Not to mention the fact as well that you only get a limited amount of exposures, whether it's a 24 or a 36 roll of exposures. If you're shooting medium format, you might only have a roll of 10. So each and every time you go to take a photograph, you don't want to waste it.
Oh, you
You've got to be kidding me. For fuck's sake.
9 shots left.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
On this point as well, you become more selective and deliberate about your composition. So you're not only improving your physical photography skills, you're also improving your creative eye and your overall creativity. Because each and every time that you go to take a photograph, you are being more thoughtful and deliberate, and you're making a conscious decision each and every time you press the shutter.
You're doing you walking through the lens.
I just want to see if it's aesthetically pleasing enough to take a shot. It's not.
It's not.
No.
2.8, 250. No. 1.
2.8, 250.
I think it's.
2.8, 250.
I think that's wrong. 2.8, 125. Helps if you wind as well, doesn't it?
That helps. I wish I was in that predicament when I lost a bloody photo.
I've taken a photo.
You've taken a photo. Congratulations.
And I'm going to wind.
Wind.
Lock. Now I've lost my lens cap. Got it. And then round the shoulder and walk off.
And walk off. What a prick.
What is that? As someone that used to shoot on digital and pretty much fell out of love with digital photography, what do you like the most about shooting on film?
I think it's the unknowing. Not knowing what you've taken a photo of.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you know in the moment what you're shooting, but by the time you get to the end of your roll, you've forgotten what you're taking a photograph of.
Yeah.
And then it's that anticipation, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Of getting it sent off and waiting for those scans to come back and seeing what you've taken and seeing if it worked, and if it doesn't work, sod it, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Like, you're still enjoying the process. Whereas with digital, I think because I could see it straight away, I was over analysing every single photo I was taking and finding myself taking a photo, deleting it, taking a photo, deleting it, just because I could.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to get that perfect shot and I just hated it.
So there you go. There's a few reasons as to why I think every single photographer should at some point try shooting on film. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I know shooting on film has been something I've really started to enjoy doing this year over the last few months since I've bought my film camera. This one is Holly's, but since I got into film as well, because of watching Holly shoot on film, it's really made me start to enjoy photography and look at photography in a different way. Because as I mentioned earlier, it takes you back to the beginning when photography was a lot simpler, shall we say. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let me know if you're interested in shooting on film. Is it something you are looking at getting into? Say hello in the comments down below. And if you want to know more about digital photography, you can check out this video here, and I'll see you over there. Don't know what that'll look like.
No idea.